Hi everybody, it's Denny here from Angel Handmade Papercraft. Today I am working with Whimsy stamps. I'm using one of the Sylvia Zet, the We Stamps images. This is from the Bug Friends digital set. So I did print the image onto some expressive blending card. Unfortunately, due to technical issues, all of my footage from doing the actual colouring has, I don't know, something's wrong with the files. But anyway, these things happen sometimes. Yeah, so you won't be able to see the colouring. I do apologise. So the die that I've got here is a Spellbinders Nestabilities Labels 18 die. I've just taped it onto my image. I don't want it to move. I don't want to ruin the image. And then I've just grabbed the next size up die and I'm going to run that through my Big Shot as well. I've got some digital papers here. These are from the Sweetness digital set. I'm just going to trim them all down and then I'm going to have a play and decide what I'm going to use on what. So I did have all of these printed out already on my desk, so I didn't have to print anything else out, and I am going to make them work for this card. I have a tray next to my desk with all of my bits and pieces in it, and I do try to use those before I open up any new paper or print any new papers. So I did cut the guts out of this craft backing piece that I'm going to actually use on the center. The reason is, why waste more paper when you don't have to, really? Yeah, so I've done that. I've got a doily here, which is just from my stash. It's just from one of our local junk shops, just in the kitchen selection. Yeah, I really like them. They're nice and thin and they don't bulk up your card too much. So this is an EK Success Butterfly Confetti Punch. I'm punching out some in pink and purples just to bring those purple wings up off the card a little bit. I'm going to layer them all up so you can watch me do that. So I'm just literally just folding up the center of the butterflies. I'm using some quick dry glue so that I don't move them again after I've done it. And I just use my bone folder there to try and squish down the center. I think I ended up going back and using my fingers anyway. So here we are, picking it up with some reverse tweezers, trying to see if that was any easier doing it that way. And just having a play with getting those wings up. I think I only ended up using 2 on my final card. So I did put a couple of extra ones together just to get them put together, just in case I was going to use them, which I didn't actually do. All right, so now at this stage nothing is adhered down to the card, so I will go in and start putting all of those layers together. I'm just using my Scotch ATG gun to do that. With my paper doilies, they are super thin, so I do prefer to use a liquid adhesive. This is the Helmer acid-free liquid adhesive. Can you guys hear that helicopter outside? It's a police helicopter and it's so low right now. Someone's in trouble. Alright, so we are almost done with all of those layers. I'm going to start putting those butterflies down. I will add some extras to those butterflies before I am complete. They just needed a little bit more bling. So this is the Nuvo Crystal Drops in the Liquid Mercury. I did roll it around in my hands a couple of times first to warm it up and made sure I squeezed it off my card just to make sure that I didn't get any glumps halfway through. And I was very careful when I was adhering that down to the card base because obviously I didn't want that to go everywhere. But, yeah, super happy with the way that it's turning out. I've got some sentiments here. I'm just going to trim them down. I will have to link them up. I don't think I linked them up yet, actually. I don't even know what they're called. So I'll go and have a look once I'm done with this one. I'll try and find it and link it up for you. And I've just grabbed my Tim Holtz guillotine. This is just the small guillotine. Because the sentiment was so small, I didn't want to do any damage to my fingers. Because you guys know that I love hurting myself. And I'm just having a play with how we're going to add that sentiment to the card. I decided it needed to be trimmed down a little bit more, and I just banded it up using my EK Success scissors. So as you can see, just trying to make a decision as to where it's going to go. Don't know what I'm doing. I could have cut all of this out, but video was already super short because there was no coloring, so I didn't even do too much editing on this one. I'm going in now with my jelly roll pen, just adding some details to that Spellbinders background. These new jelly roll pens, I tell you what, I wish I had purchased them a long time ago. They are absolutely amazing. If you don't own any, I would suggest that you grab them. They seem to be the bee's knees when it comes to white gel pens. The glitter that I'm using here is the what was I going to say? The Derivan Kindiglitz in the Crystallina. I will add some links for that as well. I'm just really carefully using a pin here because it came out in a big glub, so I'm just trying to pick up a few big clumps of it and take it off, and making sure that all of the wings are covered in those small areas as well. I could have edited this out as well, but I thought, you know what, let's show you guys, you know, these things happen and how we can fix it. So the reason the pin was on my desk was because my adhesive wasn't coming out of my glue, so I had to stick it in there, and I realized that the little bug needed to be grounded. So super happy with the way that he turned out. I love him to bits. Go and check out the Whimsy shop, and I will also have all of the links below, as well as on my blog you'll find a Copic full list of what was used. So I thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all soon. Bye.